everyone, so I'm going to talk about the Mandalorian Season 2 finale because that shit was off the chain. I can't even begin to describe my excitement and happiness. The main idea of this video is how it saved the Star Wars fandom. And that might sound a little bit over-exaggerative, but it really isn't, because I'm not going to say true fans because that's kind of a toxic terminology, but people who follow it rigorously. We've all been very disappointed with the direction of Disney. Like, the general consensus in the Star Wars community is that The Force Awakens was a decent film and it set up a good foundation, but the lack of a plan on Disney's part, the fact that they were kind of just making it up on the fly, ended up with a very discombobulated, terrible narrative. The Last Jedi is a narrative disaster, and I don't care what you say from a filmmaking perspective. None of the characters do anything logical. The mythos of Star Wars is basically broken in a lot of ways. It's a really horrible film, and The Rise of Skywalker wasn't that much better. There was some cool stuff in that film, but nah. But this is about The Mandalorian, and I was in Star Wars Theory's live stream right after it ended. I think he's the most popular Star Wars YouTuber. He's just a great guy, genuine guy. And I went in there, there's like 40,000 people, everyone's crying. I teared up when I watched it too. It's just a beautiful masterpiece by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, how they managed to create this beautiful character arc for Mando and Grogu, and man, it's hard to efficiently speak about it because it's so overwhelming. When I saw that X-Wing coming in, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and Luke Skywalker, and even the music, everything about it was so perfectly polished. Just this, oh man, what a beautiful experience. And a lot of people, including myself, are thinking this is the greatest Star Wars occurrence in the media since Revenge of the Sith, by far. It had heart and tenderness. It followed basic writing conventions on how to make you care about characters and the payoff and the investment. I'm really sad because it seems like Grogu isn't going to be much of a factor in the show anymore. I really hope that that's not the case and they find a way to allow us to keep seeing him. What a beautiful experience that was. I was emotional about it even hours later. Just laying in bed like, wow, that was something special. That's something you don't see very often. And it just makes me think that I wish that Disney had contracted Jon Favreau to do the whole sequel trilogy. I wish they'd planned it in the first place. But the reason this saves the franchise is because a lot of even diehard fans were moving away because the sequel trilogy just destroyed most of what people loved about Star Wars. And this gave a lot of people faith. A lot of people who only had like one eye left on the franchise are kind of moving away. Now we're all breathing a collective sigh of relief that Disney maybe knows what they're doing now. What a masterpiece, an actual masterpiece. You could end The Mandalorian at that right now, and there you go. That's a 2-season, kind of like Breaking Bad, how they decided to end it after 5 seasons, end it strong. The narrative has done its job. No reason to stretch it out or milk it for money. So a lot of people are just so happy and overjoyed that we finally had something magical happen in Star Wars again. I'm just thrilled that the franchise I think Disney maybe learned their lesson and put it in the hands of worthy filmmakers who aren't gonna subvert expectations, that whole Last Jedi trope. Subverting expectations isn't some genius storytelling mechanism, you need to actually create characters we care about and put them in interesting situations. It's pretty simple. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say in terms of how it affects the franchise. From a filmmaking perspective, it's just everything about the puppeteering, like Grogu wanting him to take off his helmet and touching his face. That whole the whole Grogu saying goodbye thing would have been super emotional and amazing anyways. But then you have Luke Skywalker. And the best thing is that even the attention to detail on Luke Skywalker's lightsaber form and the way that he moved, I don't know if a lot of people caught that when he does that behind the back deflection move. That's something that you see Anakin do in Revenge of the Sith. It's kind of his move, so like father, like son. That attention to detail is beautiful, and I just love that episode so much. They truly made us terrified of those dark troopers. They really, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna get out of this. I was watching it. When I watch something, I turn off the thinking part of my brain and I just let myself experience it emotionally. And I was like, what are they like? How is this what's gonna happen? And then the X-Wing shows up and Luke Skywalker. And I need to talk about the music again. Something about that music, it was the perfect score, just the perfect instrumental implementation. How it was dramatic, but not too dramatic. It was just the perfect atmosphere, because we're emotional about Grogu and we're emotional about Luke showing up. It's beautiful. And some people want to talk about the CGI. You know what? Like, CGI never looked perfect. But again, just try to turn that part off on your brain and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the fact that we're even getting that Luke is there. And it's tying everything together. I feel like the prequels, original trilogy and sequels, they feel way more connected. And I love that. So, thanks to this episode, franchise is saved. Not that it would ever go out of, like, not that it would ever not be a factor in the entertainment industry. Star Wars will always be there, but it saved the true strong core of the fan base. Like, a lot of people were just like, this is stupid, but Mandalorian Season 2 finale saved everything. Everyone can be excited and happy about Star Wars. Well, I think that's everything I have to say. I wonder what'll be next. My biggest hope is that Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu would come back. I doubt that'll happen, but he's expressed interest, so maybe something cool like that will happen one day, but at least we get Obi-Wan and Anakin again, or Darth Vader, Hayden Christensen. So yeah, may the Force be with you.